trying not to lose steam. I'm trying to finish this week out strong, but my body is trying to act up against me. So, I'm not having it. Just really quick, this training is recorded. We are recording our trainings every Tuesday. They are so vital. They are so necessary. So if you have any agents or who cannot be on tonight's call, do not worry. They can go into our Superstars Facebook page and retrieve every Superstars training we've done. I think this is number 4 or 5 now. But also please remember because the training is being recorded, to make sure your lines remain muted. I know if you're listening in on a phone, sometimes it can unmute itself, but just be cognizant of that and write your questions down. Please get your pen and your paper and your little tablets. I got my tablet, and write your questions down and hold them to the end. We will answer questions at that time. But without further ado, I'm gonna get out the way, and I'm gonna let our awesome trainer come and get ready to pour into us and train us and teach us how to mind our business. I'm so excited for tonight's training because I need it. Had a long day today, but I am glad that I get to hear from my mentor, my big brother, but not only that, my leader, regional sales director, doing $25,000 a month in business, on his way to executive sales director, on his way to R&R Club, and then it's VP from there. And I am so glad I get to listen to him, not only on tonight, but on Sundays, and every day I talk to him on the phone. He pours into me. He is my big brother, but he is an awesome trainer, awesome teacher, and awesome leader, Mr. Ivan Brown. That's who I'm talking about, y'all.
Hey, what's up, Deidre? How you doing? Hey, Superstars. How's everybody doing? Thank you for that awesome introduction. You always do a wonderful job on it. Again, I'd cash app you again on that and for that intro, but I thank you for saying all those kind words. I was like, who's she talking about for a minute? But I guess she's talking about me. So thank you for those kind words. Really quickly before I get started, I want to give it back to Deidre. Deidre is a rising sales director in our company. All right, and so I think she's fighting for that promotion on this. Not fighting for it, actually. She's going to get that promotion on this at the end of this upcoming month. So she's up for promotion and a title change on that. So soon to be sales director, Miss Deidre Dillard. We want to just thank her for that wonderful intro. She's a rising star, got great things coming. I think she has found her thing, boy. So she's really good at this. I actually use her. The great thing about this business is that you can, there's no big me's and little you's. And so, Deidre has to train me on back office stuff a lot of times because that's just not my strength, or at least it's not right now, but I'm working on it. But she, the great thing about Deidre as a senior field trainer, she trains me a lot on back office and UCES stuff. So she's my go-to person for that. So Deidre, thank you for that. And thank you for being on the call. All right, guys, Superstars, what's up? We're not gonna be long today. We're just gonna talk about some things mainly dealing with mindset. And I'm glad I get to teach on mindset, because mindset is something that I used to want to skip when it came to businesses or the mindset stage was one of the things I didn't think was so important. I used to be like, well, let me get to the meat and potatoes, skip all the fluff, skip all the hype. Let me go to, let's get right down to the nitty gritty and stuff like that. So I used to be that guy. Okay. But one thing I realized after about 25 different businesses being that guy, I realized that I need mindset training. Okay. Because guess what? At the end of the day, it's going to always come back to mindset. Making sure that your mindset is right, and that you because you need the proper mindset to really go forward, to last in the business. Working on your mindset and developing your mindset is what gives you staying power to stay when the going gets tough. And y'all, the going will get tough. Okay, so actually, if you're in the business and you're past that honeymoon phase. All right, put a 1 in the chat box if you passed the honeymoon phase and you know what I'm talking about. Where you started off and you were rolling and hey, everything was all good, and then all of a sudden you got a couple of no's, and you got a few no's, then you maybe got a lot of no's, and then you start to question, whoa, is this thing working? Did Ivan get me into something that what's going on here? So if you ever just thought about that. Put a 1 in the chat box. Be honest about it and put a 1 in the chat box. I see all those 1s coming in there, because mindset is something that we have to actually make a shift on. All right. So everybody go ahead and mute your mics. I think we got that going there. But But yeah, but you have to make a shift, or actually you have to turn on the switch. So that's what we're going to talk about today. All right. So, before we get on that though, some things that change before we get into our presentation, some things that change your mindset, guys. One thing is reading. Okay. You have to read. Like they said in school in 3rd grade, leaders are readers and readers are leaders. That's right, guys. They were not lying. Okay. So you need to read. So whether you may be like me, I used to read so much in college, I got tired of reading. I didn't pick up a book for like 10 years after I graduated college. But guess what, guys? You got to keep reading. Okay. And if you don't like to read, use Audible. Go to Spotify, listen to a book, podcast, something. But you need to be feeding your mindset and your brain on a daily basis. Okay. So here's some books. I'm gonna go over some books real quick. This one here is a good one. It's by Richard Bliss Brooke. It's called The 4-Year Career. Okay. How many of you guys would love to retire in the next 4 years? Or if you've been in a year, next 3 years. If you've been in the business 2 years, the next 2 years. How many of you guys would like to have a 4-year career and retire? Or would you rather have the 40-year career? If you'd rather have a 4 than a 40, put a 4 in the chat box. If you choose 4 over 40, when it comes to career time, put a 4 in the chat box. This is the 4-year career. Basically talking about what? Network marketing. Where if you stick to it for a while, in a couple of years, guess what? You have a possibility of retiring your 9-to-5 job. Now, we're not making any promises, no income disclaimers, none of that stuff. But guess what, guys? You'd rather do the 4-year career than the 40-year career. But here's the problem. 4 years, that seems like it's a short time, right? 4 years is coming anyway, right? But guess what? Most people can't stick with nothing for a year. They can't even stick with, if it don't work in 90 days, they're done. And that's the switch we're going to talk about, okay? So that's the 4-year career. Here's another one here that was a really short read. It's called Contact Capital. Yeah, I got it from a used bookstore for $2. Contact Capital by Bob Proctor. Okay, how to turn your contacts into cash flow. See here, the capital is your leveraging relationships, your warm market. You can turn those into dollars, and you're not using people because the people want to need help and they want to make money too. All right, so you can turn your contacts into capital. Okay. Here's one of my favorite here by Mr. Kiyosaki. This is in the Rich Dad series. This is Business School. Okay. This is what his rich dad taught him about network marketing. This is an entire book by Robert Kiyosaki on network marketing and how to take your network marketing cash flow and turn it into other investments to create wealth for yourself. One of his rich dad, y'all know the rich dad, poor dad story. His rich dad told him that network marketing is a better business education than Harvard Business School. Let me say that again. I'm not making that claim. I'm just telling you what Mr. Kiyosaki is quoting his rich dad. His rich dad told him that network marketing is a better business education than Harvard Business School. Okay, so that's his quote there. Okay. There's another one that you probably don't hear a lot. This is a biblical, it's a book from based on a biblical foundation. It's the proven biblical principles for successful living. This is mental toughness for success. You got to have mental toughness in the business world. And it's a business book, but it uses the business principles from the Bible. This is by Dr. Ivy Hilliard. Mental toughness for success. Because when it comes down to it, and you're in the war, you're in the Shark Tank, you got to have mental toughness, or guess what you'll do? You'll quit. Like most everybody else does everything else. They quit. All right. So you got to have mental toughness. All right. So, and you got y'all books. You can buy a man's life or his mentorship for $19.99 or less from Barnes and Noble, guys. So always continue to read books. Read books on everything. Read books on your health. I'm reading this book now on eating, blood types, body types, and you. Talks about blood type eating and how I can help lose weight and stuff like that. And then don't forget the good book. All right. Unshameless plug. Excuse me. The good book. That's the book I read a lot because that has some of the best business principles on the planet. All right, guys. That's enough about books. Read books. Use your Audible, Spotify, whatever. But read books. Okay. Let's jump into it because we're not going to be long here today. Like I always say here, can y'all see my screen? Somebody give me a thumbs up and let me know if they can see my screen. All right. Good deal. Very good. All right. Let's get it cracking. All right, today we're going to talk about minding your business, how to mind your business, how to make the switch flip the switch from employee thinking to business, entrepreneurial, professional thinking. Okay. We're going to talk about how to specifically do it for your FES business. Okay. How to make the switch to crush this FES business, because everybody on this line can crush this business. Okay. And we're going to talk about how to make that switch. All right. So we're going to be minding your business. All right. You got to make the switch, guys. You can't be no punk in this business. Okay. You got to go from Clark Kent to Superman. That's right. You got to put on your cape. You got to take off your glasses, and you got to put on your cape, and you got to handle business. Okay. So you got to make the switch from, see, Clark Kent was an employee at the Daily Bugle. All right. Getting pushed around by what's the I don't even remember the man's name, the guy who's the head of the boss. Getting pushed around, getting slapped around, insulted, just taking a whole bunch of crap. That was Clark Kent. But when it came time to get down to business, he made a change and he turned into Superman. All right. Now I know I'm using they done had about 6 Superman since what's his name, your boy Christopher Reeves or whatever. So I'm kind of dating myself a little bit, but nonetheless, y'all get the picture here. All right. So you got to go from Clark Kent and you got to make the switch to Superman. So you got to actually make that switch. All right. Let's talk about the difference. Professionals and amateurs or employees, they're different. They are not the same. Okay. So if you're an employee thinking mentality and you're in a business thinking mentality, those two people are not the same. Okay, so let's talk about the difference for a minute. Remember, in a previous training, I always talked about the difference. You have to ask yourself, what's the difference between? That's a wonderful question to ask yourself, because that question, the answer to that question will get you answers in life. What's the difference between what I'm doing and what the executive vice president is doing? What's the difference between what I'm doing and what the senior regional vice president is doing or the Pinnacle is doing? What's the difference between what I'm doing and what they're doing? And in that difference, you'll find your answers. Okay. Professionals and amateurs approach life and business differently, okay? They do not approach things the same, all right? Amateurs approach business from an employee mentality. What does that mean? Where's my check? I don't want to have to do much. I just want to be able to do the bare minimum. I want to give you my check. I'm going to get my check, give you my work, exchange my valuable time, get my check, and go home. I don't want to take a lot of responsibility for things. I don't want to take accountability for anything. That's an employee mentality. And those same amateurs approach their business that way, where they're actually the boss. They're the one who's responsible for everything. When it comes to a business, you're responsible for everything. And they're the ones actually in charge, but they have a check mentality. If I don't get a check soon, I'm gonna quit. That's an employee mentality, okay? Professional entrepreneurs approach business from an ownership mentality. I mean, they own everything. They own the business. They own the responsibility. They own the accountability. They take ownership for everything. They own the successes and they own the failures. They own the no's and they own the yeses. All right? They own training when they get on training. They own when they stay off training and go to sleep. All right? They own. But they take ownership for it because they realize that nobody owes them anything, and that it's nobody else's fault if it doesn't work out except their own. Okay, all right. And even if it's not your fault, it's your responsibility. So they take ownership in that matter too as well. So guys, professional entrepreneurs always approach business from the ownership mentality. They own it all. Okay, own responsibility for everything. Professional entrepreneurs also make sure that they get a return on investment. Return on investment is one of the business basics of having a strong business IQ or a strong business acumen, all right? So what does a return on investment look like, okay? ROI, return on investment. You guys, if you've done any kind of investing, stocks, real estate, anything, you've heard of the term ROI, which is return on investment, okay? These are the minimums that you can do in your FES business and that you want to encourage your inactive agents to do to get back in the game, because you can use this procedure to resuscitate inactive agents too as well, okay? Light a fire up on them, get them off their butt and get them going again. Okay, so, but because the minimum, if a person has a business mentality and a high business acumen, the minimum they can do are these 3 things right here. The first thing they want to do is earn their initial investment back. They invested $288 and then maybe a few $89 a month. You want to at least make your initial investment back. Let's start with $288. You want to at least enroll 3 customers, get $300, guys. If you can't do that, that's trifling. That's trifling. I mean, at least at least break even, make $12. You know what I mean? So the least that you can do, and if you started a or financial services business that focuses on credit restoration, the least you could do is get 3 credit restoration customers. That's the least you can do. Earn your initial investment back, all right? The second minimum that you can do is eliminate the business overhead investment of $89 a month. Strive for 5. You got 3, can you get 5? Can you get 2 more? Mama, daddy, brother, sister, auntie, uncle, best friend? Can you get 5 people or more so that you can get your $89 a month investment, overhead investment eliminated? Okay, these are 2 of the least things you can do. And the third thing that you can do, being that we have a business that focuses on credit restoration, at least get you a 750, work on getting you a 750 or above. At least be a testimony, at least be a product of the product. So these are the 3 minimum things that okay, let's say they're not bringing in agents and customers out to GoGob just yet. At least can you get 5? And can you work on your personal credit score so you can be a testimony and a product of the product? That's the least that you can do. Because if you can't do these 3 things right here, that equates to a low business acumen or a low business IQ. All right. So you got to at least do these 3 things here, guys. All right. Earn your initial investment back, eliminate the overhead, and get a personal score. I ain't even talking about becoming a VP yet. Just can you do this, man? Can you do that, man? At least. All right. So that's what an ROI looks like. All right. Also, too, you want to become a pro. At least become a pro. If you really want to get your business going, you got to become a professional. All right. So even if you don't make FES your primary calling, you need to become a professional. You need to learn the basic professional corporate skills. And in our industry, network marketing, you need to at least know the basics about our industry. Okay. So even if you don't become a vice president or regional vice president, which all of you should be striving for, but at least if you don't do that, at least learn the basics of your industry, because what's included in Eric Roy's Go Pro, the 7 steps to becoming a network marketing professional, those skills are easy. It's going to be, if this was a college course, it would be the easiest course on campus. Matter of fact, these 7 skill sets, the 7 steps to becoming a professional network marketer, these 7 skill sets, professional skill sets, are the easiest compared to the level of difficulty it takes to learn it. These are some of the easiest skill sets on the planet, guys. They're not difficult, okay? So at least become a professional in your side business. Be a professional. Get you some business cards. Get you a briefcase. Print out your business binder. Start your portfolio. Do something, a professional voicemail, social media, get you a headshot, even if it's a free one. All right. Get you a $50 logo off Fiverr. Do the minimum. Do the minimum where it becomes a professional. So at least when people come to you, even if you're not actively recruiting people, when people come to you, at least they'll see a professional business in place. Okay. All right, guys, y'all, this business is not tough. All we're really asking you to do is make posts, have conversations, educate, and consult. See that shift in mindset? See that switch? Oh, I thought I had to chase my family and friends down and beg them to buy my product. No. Make posts, have conversations, friendly, non-threatening, non-intrusive conversations, educate, and consult. Can we do that? All right. Make posts, have conversations, educate, and consult. Stop trying to recruit. And you hear me in the right light. I mean, of course, we know recruiting is the answer, okay? You have to recruit, but not recruit from the typical recruiting standpoint or perspective, all right? Do this. Cultivate relationships, okay? Because really, you shouldn't be losing any friends over this thing here. Not if you're emotionally detached, because what is there to lose friends about? If they don't want to do the business right now, fine. Make a Facebook post for me. Make a Facebook post or 3 for me. All right. That's not going to cost you anything. Give me 3 to 5 referrals. I know 2 or 3 people right now who have bad credit who can use my services. I'm trying to help me out. Help me help families across the nation to reach my goal. Boom. No pressure. No pressure. All right. So cultivate relationships, guys. Learn how to build relationships, and at least be a professional. And least be professional and be a professional. Okay. I'll say that again. At least be professional and be a professional. All right. That's all we're asking you to do. It's minimum stuff, guys. All right. Let's keep it moving. All right. How to tap an unlimited amount of leads. Of course, you want to make your 100 list. A lot of people haven't even been through their 100 list yet. All right. Some people never even saw the need to make a 100 list, and that's a 100 plus list, and that's a problem right there. 100 people or more. Do it without prejudging, without making the decision for them. See, if you could do that, you have way more than 100 on your list, because a bunch of people. It's just that what happens is people prejudge people. I don't think Mr. Roy is going to do the business, or I don't think Dr. Such and such is going to do the business. And you're making the decision for them. And they may need some money. Guys, I've had to financially counsel doctors who make 20-something grand a month. They come to me for financial counseling. Guys, more than one doctor. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you guys, you don't know who needs an opportunity here. Okay, so don't prejudge anybody. Make your 100 list, okay? Your warm market. You want to make sure that you tap your warm market, who you know and the people that they know. Okay, so you want to tap your warm market. Referrals. That's another way for unlimited leads. Ask people for referrals. Whether if they know, like, or trust you, even if they haven't used your service yet, ask them for referrals. If they used your service and had a good experience, ask them for referrals. Okay, don't just put a testimony up of a person who you got restored, and then don't ask them for referrals. They know people too. Ask them for referrals, okay? Remember the memory jogger that's in your business binder? Use that. Because if you go down the memory jogger, you'll start to remember people from the barbershop. You'll start to remember people from the nail salon. You'll start to remember people from church. You'll start to remember all these people if you go through the memory jargon, okay? And then, of course, the trial runs, guys. You want to put everybody on the trial run. And so that is if you do these things here, this is an unlimited source of leads. It's like, that's why I have that picture up there, printing money. The government just prints money, unlimited money at leisure, all right? You'll have so much leads, you won't even know what to do with, okay? So that's how you avoid running out of leads there, okay? All right, guys, here's the game plan. Here's the game plan. As you gather leads from your unlimited tap of leads, your 100 list, your warm market, your referrals, your memory jargon, trial runs, here's and Aisha Betancourt did look at her training that she did last week too as well. She does a very good job at laying out a schedule. Okay, but here's just an example of one. Maybe on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, maybe you'll contact 5 people. Okay, contact 5 people on Monday, contact 5 people on Wednesday, contact 5 people on Friday, or at least contact 2 to 3 people a day. You can split it up either way. You can split Monday, Wednesday, Friday, contacting 5 people, and then you can you want to make some business related posts maybe on Tuesday and Thursday, or maybe every day. There's no limit to that. You can do that every day. This is just an example. Most make 3 posts per day around 7 a.m., around noontime, and then around sometime in the evening. Okay, when you first wake up in the morning, around lunchtime, because the first thing that people do in the morning is a lot of times they grab their phone. And they're nosy, so they want to see what they missed overnight from Facebook and Instagram, okay? So you need to be the first thing popping up on their timeline in their feed in the morning, okay? Then noon, everybody's taking their lunch break. What are they doing? On their phone again, okay? And you want to make sure that you pop up there too as well with your credit post, okay? You can do your inspirational post in the morning. And then at nighttime when everybody's going to bed, what are they on? They're on their phone again, being nosy. All right. And so seeing what catching up for the day. So you want to be on their timeline in their feed again. So around 7 a.m. or sometime in the midday. And then in the evening, you want to be making posts. Okay. All right. Your first post post number 1 should be inspirational. You don't want to be credit. Okay. You want people to come to your page for a boost, because there's so much negativity out here, guys. You want people to come to your page to get a boost. Okay. To get some encouragement. So you want to make your first post inspirational. Your second post, you want to make it credit or finance related. Okay, you can do credit tips, or you can make a post about your business, agents, customers, that type of thing. And then the third post, you want it to be family oriented. You want people to know that you're a human being. Something about your social life or your family or something that shows that you're human. Okay, because we don't just want to see your credit stuff all the time. We want to know that you're a real human being and that have other interests too as well, that you're a well-rounded person. That's why colleges, that's why guys, they don't just recruit on academics alone. They want to make sure that you're well-rounded, you were part of this club or that club or whatever, that you do some other things other than just be a bookworm all day. We don't want you to just be a credit worm all day long, okay? We want to know that you're a real human being. So we want to see some stuff like that too as well, all right? So that's just an example of a game plan. But let's get back down to the nitty-gritty here, okay? All right. What really keeps us from talking to people? What keeps us from talking to people? And I'll tell you what that is, y'all. That's fear. Straight up. Look at the guy on the left. He's scared of his own shadow, basically. All right. Scared to get a no. That shadow represents Mr. No, Mr. No Man. All right. And and all he's saying is no. Hey, you want to be a part of my no? You want to work from home? No. He's just Mr. No all the time. All right. And so after you get a couple of those, people get scared. And all no is like a shadow. No doesn't have any power whatsoever. It's just a shadow. If this guy here would just walk himself right past that shadow that can't hurt him, it just makes a lot of noise. It just feeds a lot of thoughts. It just has a very loud voice, but it doesn't have any power. Because all you got to do is walk right, stay emotionally detached, and walk right on past that no to get to the other side of this wall where your real life is. God has placed the great things on life on the other side of fear. Okay. So your real life is on the other side of fear. If you can just get to that other side of the no, then you can have a great life. Because I mean, let's say you get to talk to 20 people and 15 tell you no, but 5 tell you yes. Deal with the 5, guys. Rejoice and celebrate over the 5. Well, 15 people told me no. So what? And those no's aren't going to be no's forever. All right. So, especially when you get that benzo like Mr. Jeremy Lucas, new member of the R&R Club just did. OK, guess what, guys? It's not going to be a no forever. Some of them same no's are going to turn into yeses later on, especially when you hit that R&R Club. Matter of fact, just let me give a quick shout out to my man, Mr. Jeremy Lucas for hitting the R&R Club and getting his new Mercedes. All right. That was big. That's powerful. That makes the Superstars team really proud and look really good. So Jeremy, Executive Sales Director, soon to be VP, Mr. Jeremy Lucas. Man, hey, Jeremy, you on the line, man?
Thank you, brother. What's up, Ivan?
What's going on, man?
Man, look, but you're right, though, because look, you hit that R&R. Now, everybody who I already talked to who told me no, I got about 60 people who told me no, hitting me up today.
Since you got the benzo?
60 people who told me no.
Wow.
At least 60 people.
Yeah, y'all hear that, folks? 60 people, 60 no's are now proactively coming to him, wanting to know what's up with the business.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. So Jeremy, man, congratulations on hitting the R&R Club, man. That's powerful, man.
I appreciate it, Ivan.
We watch you put your head to the ground, man, grind. We see your team grinding, man. And Jeremy, that's just a wonderful success, man. You made us proud, Jeremy. So, man, congratulations on that car, man.
Thank you so much, Ivan.
Man, that's exciting, man. So look at that. And the company knows what they're doing too. There's a reason why they give us a car. There's a reason why they give us an Audi, Mercedes, and Cadillac. When you post that, when you hit that R&R Club, guess what, guys? All them little punkish little no's, they start turning into yeses. Okay? Because when you hit the R&R Club and you post on there that the company's now paying for your Mercedes, Audi, or Cadillac, guess what, guys? People who told you no are going to now all of a sudden, miraculously, magically be interested all of a sudden. All right. So guys, keep pushing. Okay. Just keep pushing. All right. And so, man, Mr. No is a punk. All right. Because a lot of times the reason they're saying no, you got people who credit can't even buy popcorn and they saying no to credit restoration. No, or broke as a joke and they're saying no to a income making opportunity. No, guys, you got to remember the one thing in that GoPro book, the one catch to network marketing is this. I'll say it again, and I'm going to be closing out. You have to embrace a temporary loss of social esteem from ignorant people. Let me say that again. You must embrace a temporary loss of social esteem from ignorant people. Jeremy, if you're still on, man, talk about that for a minute, man. How did people in the beginning, how did they treat you? Did they hit you with it's a scam and this and that and the third, and you're wasting your time, and they changed their tune, haven't they?
Yes, sir, man. When I started, I had friends who were saying stuff like, you don't make enough money at work. That's why you always got to do a side hustle. You know what I'm saying? Or people saying, oh, you doing that? You doing that now? Like, oh, you doing that little credit business? Or, people just like, oh, that's a pyramid scheme. That's a scam. That's not going to work. And every time those people see me, I'm doing better and better, spending more money. And they wondering, like, what's going on? So you just got to keep pushing. And that's what drove me, because I was like, I wanted to get to this level where I knew those people was going to come back. And I could, kindly show them that I didn't need them in the first place. So sometimes a lot of it got to do with your posture and how you deal with the no. People say no, and, I'll make a slick comment, and it'll be something truthful, it'll be something real, but I just wouldn't bite my tongue, and I'll just let them know, that's why you're in the situation you're in, because you pass up on opportunities like this. When we can make easy money and you thinking your job is it, and then, once they start seeing the success, they start seeing it really happen, and they start seeing people edifying you, people they don't know talking about you and stuff like that, then they start feeling like they missing out. And then that's when they come around. Once they see you with a new group of friends and you no longer asking to play with them no more.
Asking to play with them no more. Found your new sandbox.
Yep, exactly.
Man, come on, man. Spit them facts, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. And so it's just, guys, guess what? You may lose some friends, and it shouldn't be because you're being rude to people or anything like that, but you may lose some friends, and guess what? It's okay. You hopefully you've outgrown a lot of your friends from high school. I've outgrown some friends from college. Okay. I still have lots of friends from high school and college, but some I've outgrown. Okay. Because I'm grown and I'm not in the same place. And if they're not on a steady growth pattern or path too as well, we just outgrow each other. I see you when I see you. I say, hi, how you doing? And we keep it moving. All right. But, I've grown. One thing I love about this business is giving me a new set of family. It's giving me a new set of friends. And, people who, when you have people who are motivated, especially financially motivated to see you win, and they're encouraging you to win, helping you win, getting in the game with you, getting in the battle with you to help you win, guys, you can't beat that. You can't even put a price tag on that. So, I'm so grateful for the Superstars family, for just all the people, all the new relationships that I've got. Guys, when I first met these superstars, when I met Aisha Betancourt, Kendra Pack, Tony, Lance, and July in Tampa for the first time, they embraced me like I had been there the entire, like they had known me for years. And it brought tears to my eyes. I think Rose saw me shed a tear or two right in Tampa. It just how much they embraced me. And treated me like family and encouraged me to keep on winning, you guys. That did wonders for my mindset. I think I was a senior field trainer or something. I went SD after that, and then, regional after that, and heading to exec, because you got a team of cheerleaders cheering you on. And where else in this world right now can you find that? I'm just thankful to be a part of this team. Thankful for the leadership and EVP, soon to be SVP Tony Camilleri, and VP, soon to be RVP Ms. Kendra Pack. And they're just rooting you the entire way, guys. So y'all, please make sure you make the switch to be a professional, guys. Stick into this thing. Remember, you said you signed up to at least do this thing for 1 year without even questioning anything. And then really you have to give this you signed up to give this a 2 to 3 year commitment, guys. All right. So guys, give it the time that it needs, and it will break through and it will work out. All right. Ms. Kendra Pack, I see you on the line there. VP, you got anything to say?
Hi guys, how are you? Oh my God, Ivan, you knocked it out the park like you always do. Jeremy, congratulations. We got people pushing for VP, exec on this line. This week is just super, super important for everyone to stay plugged in, stay united, stay focused, and build on your momentum. People are, had tragedies in their families, and they're still pushing through. And so I just encourage you to listen to every word that Ivan says. I always recommend books. I have thousands of books. And the biggest problem is, don't just read the book, guys. Implement what's on there. The few steps that Ivan gave you today, take those and implement them. Implement changing your mindset. Implement everything that he talked about today, because it's so important. I mean, having a 4-year career versus a 40-year career is real, guys. And you can actually do this and accomplish this wherever you are in this business, whatever level you are, you can do this. This business is designed for the average person to be able to do great, extraordinary things. So I just encourage you to stay plugged in. We are here to help you. We are family, and nobody is going to be left behind. We're here to help you.
Guys, that's coming from VP, soon to be RVP,
Yes.
Kendra Pack. All right, guys. And I mean, if you don't, I've actually forgot to edify her on the front end. So let me do it at least on the back end. You guys, she is doing well over $100,000 a month in sales, guys. I mean, she is a professional realtor, has a strong real estate brokerage in the Detroit area. I mean, she's a serial entrepreneur, has a phenomenal business pedigree, you guys. All right. She's not new to this. She's true to this. Okay. So, I mean, she has the history and the pedigree and the weight behind saying what she says. So guys, hinge on every word that she's saying. Okay. Kendra Pack is the real deal. Okay. So guys, don't get it twisted. We got some heavy hitters on our team. Mr. Tony Camilleri, Miss Kendra Pack, Mr. Lance Petway, Aisha Betancourt, Roe Jones. We got, a slew of others. I don't want to leave anybody out, but I mean, we got some heavy hitters on this team, guys. You're on the right team. Okay. And so implement.
One more question.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
I just want to, we're all family on this line, and this week was kind of stressful. We actually had to record, and I just want to give you, Ivan, a shout out. We actually did a recording that's going to be posted in over 5,000 people. And that slide that Ivan talked about, where fear with the monster over their head, I experienced that this week. I couldn't get my words together. Sometimes I can't get them together anyway, but you know what? Mistakes are sometimes on purpose. But what Ivan did this week, I mean, we videotaped this with me, Lakeisha, our sales director, soon to be regional sales director, and we had Malik on the line. And I can tell you that was the most stressful thing, to be able to capture someone else's vision of what they wanted to talk about. And I fumbled, and we had to redo it and and practice till we got it right, till we got it to enough where it was perfection to be able to be publicized for our whole organization. So fear can be overcome by practice, by implementing, by being a professional. And you're never too old in this business. You're never too rich in this business to be able to be humbled. And so I want you to take heed to that, because sometimes that applies to us when we don't want to do our scripts. Sometimes we fumble, we make mistakes, we feel inferior where we don't want to talk to somebody that's broke and broken and don't have $89, and we're scared to share with them how you can be able to get their credit restored. So listen, it happens to the best of us. We get hung up on, we get the same things, but you got to press through, and it is scary, but trust the system, trust your leaders, trust just trust yourself and believe that you can do it. And we got through that video, even though we had to go back and practice. So when you see people doing this stuff on a professional basis, the Tony Camillaris, the Ashton and Alfred and Nicola and Robin and tons of other people, don't think that they haven't practiced and don't think that they haven't made mistakes. So that's the lesson that I want you to take away from that. And I want to share that with my family, because it was pretty bad up front, Ivan.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. Stop it. Stop it. I mean, you're a champ. You're a pro at this. You've been doing this for a long time. So you got it together. But I love what she said, guys, about practice. I mean, you can overcome anything with practice. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanence.
Yes.
All right. So, I mean, practice, you guys. You got to practice your scripts, guys. You got to practice talking to people. You got to practice a three-way call, edifying your upline. These are things that you have to practice. You can't, it is not corny to talk to yourself in the mirror. Okay. You know, some people say that if you talk to yourself, you're crazy. If you don't talk to yourself, you're crazy. All right. Yes. You're crazy if you are not talking to yourself. If you're not feeding yourself positive affirmations from your own mouth, if you're not hearing it come from your own voice, if you don't look in the mirror and tell yourself that you're beautiful, something's wrong with you. Okay. So you guys, you have to talk to yourself all the time. People who don't talk to themselves are the crazy ones. Okay. So the crazy people are not those who talk to themselves. All right. So guys, please make sure that you oh, excuse me, my phone was ringing. All right, guys, make sure you practice your scripts, practice edifying, practice all the things, practice being professional, practice role playing, calls, everything. Practice what you're going to say to the CEO, to the big fish. Practice those things, guys, because there's scripts for everything. There's practice objections, practice your response to objections. And guess what, guys? You'll be able to then handle objections like they're second nature, because there's no human objection to network marketing that's not already covered in the FES training or the GoPro training. Human beings don't have an objective that's not covered. Okay, so you're gonna, if you read the material, you're gonna cover every objection. There's only a few. The time, the money, is this one of those things? Pyramids, is a scam? There's only a few objections that you can get, guys, and our training properly gives us the preparation that we need to get past every objection there is known to man. Okay, there's only a few, guys, and guess what? We even got objection to the Better Business Bureau thing that challenge that we're getting past. Okay, we have responses to all these things, legitimate responses. Okay, so guys, just practice those things, and I'm telling you, your business will never be the same. Okay, so thank you, VP, for that. I see Mr. Lance Petway on here. We're closing out. We're about at 6:47, close to 6:50. Mr. Lance Petway, ESD, soon to be Mr. VP Lance Petway. You got anything you want to add to the pot here, man?
How can I follow up VP Kendra Pack? Are you kidding me? I can't do that. No, man, I tell you what, these trainings are fire. And you know why? Because we all are grinding right now at the end of the month, but we got to take time out to sharpen our skills, right? Sharpen our saws so that we can get back into the game. And, this inspires me. Like Jeremy, man, you are doing the thing, man. You got me, I'm going on 8 years in this business. I still have the same excitement then as I do now. And it's because of guys like you and Ivan and Donald, having inspirations like Kendra Pack and Tony Camilleri that bring me along, that straighten me out when I need to be straightened out. So let's just keep doing the thing, y'all. Let's grind. And here's the biggest thing. If you want to grow, you got to grow your team. You got the most important people on all our teams are agents and our field trainers. So let's focus on that. Let's help them, and that'll automatically help you. I appreciate you, Ivan, for taking the time for this minding your business today.
Oh, man. Thank you, Mr. Lance Petway, ESD, soon to be VP, retired from a 21-year career in mortgage and banking, and is now a soon to be vice president with our company, R&R Club, multiple cruise winner. He's doing it, y'all. All right. Got the Mohawk down there too, as well. And
Man, I'm time for a haircut, man. I'm worn off on it now.
hey, at least you got
The
something to
thrill
work
is
with, man.
gone.
I think mine's retired. You know what I mean? So,
Well, at least Lance, it helped your golf game.
I know, and I've been golfing a lot better,
Yes.
so I'm kind of torn.
I know.
Uh,
All righty, guys.
All right,
Can't wait to
guys.
see y'all
Hey.
in person, man. Miss all of y'all.
All right, superstars.
Thank
Hey,
you guys.
you guys, miss all you guys too. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up here. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll let you know what we're gonna be talking about next week. I saw a few suggestions in the chat box. So our job is to bring you what you need. Okay. So we will take heed. We will listen to that, and we will go ahead and prepare some material for that. Okay. Remember, Superstars Training University, STU. We need to get us a logo, might get us a college band and everything, play us some theme music. But STU every Tuesday, 6 o'clock, okay, on the Superstars Nation Zoom. All right, guys. Hey, make it a great day. Go crush it. Hey, it's the end of the week. Go finish out strong. Okay, get as much volume as you can. Go out there and crush it, guys. All right. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. All right. We'll see you next Tuesday, guys. All right. Bye bye.
Take care, everyone.
Congratulations, Jeremy!